There are airships in the construction photographs, not one, not two, hundreds of them across dozens of cities on 6 continents in the same 20-year window, hovering directly above buildings under construction. Cables descending from their gondolas into rooftops and unfinished spires. Workers on scaffolding that is visibly insufficient for the loads being managed because the loads are not being managed from below, they are being managed from above. And beneath every single one of those photographs, the caption is the same. No excitement, no explanation, no acknowledgement that what is pictured is extraordinary. Just a date and a description. Installation of dome structure, June 1893. Positioning of bell tower elements, October 1887. The caption of someone documenting a routine operation. The caption of someone for whom this was completely normal. That normalcy is the most disturbing detail in the entire photographic record, not the airships. The fact that nobody thought they needed explaining. Chicago, 1893, Berlin, 1889, Melbourne, 1888, St. Petersburg, 1891, Buenos Aires, 1895. Every major city, every continent. The same configuration, massive lighter-than-air craft, positioned above structures during the exact moments when multi-ton architectural elements required millimeter precision placement. Every image in municipal archives, published in engineering journals, documented by professional photographers employed by city governments, and in 130 years of architectural history, not one mainstream publication has asked what those airships were, where they came from, who built them, or why they vanished completely after 1912. That silence is the subject of this investigation, and what it is protecting is the proof that those buildings were not being constructed, they were being installed. Tartarian infrastructure, arriving prefabricated, positioned from the air, assembled into a planetary system that functioned until someone ordered it shut down. Stay with me for the next 10 minutes because the photographs are only where this starts. The coordination problem destroys the conventional explanation before anything else. Buenos Aires 1895, St. Petersburg 1891, Prague 1889, Philadelphia 1887. 4 cities, 3 continents, connected in the 1890s by telegraph text only, no technical drawings, and by mail that took weeks to cross the Atlantic. The cable configurations in the airship rigging are identical, not similar, identical. The same geometric arrangement of load-bearing lines, the same attachment point positions, the same angular relationship between the airship's axis and the vertical drop of the cables during active lifting. Measured from the photographs across all 4 cities, the numbers match. You do not independently develop identical rigging geometry in 4 cities on 3 continents simultaneously. Parallel innovation produces similar solutions, it does not produce identical ones. Identical means one source. The engineering journals of the period describe conventional construction methods in exhaustive detail. Bricklaying, mortar composition, timber joints, but the airship systems visible in thousands of their own published photographs silence. Not inadequate documentation, complete absence. As if the journals were describing their own work and treating the airships as background. Because the airships were not their work, they were inherited. From a civilization that established its construction standards before the nations now operating within its territory existed. The populations of the 1880s maintained Tartarian technology. They where you maintain a tool you did not manufacture effectively enough to use it, not deeply enough to explain it, which is why the documentation does not exist. You document what you invented. You do not document what everyone already knows came from somewhere else. Modern aerospace engineers are specific about this. Lighter-than aircraft cannot perform precision construction work. Wind displacement creates lateral forces that gondola propulsion cannot fully correct. Thermal variation alters lift continuously. Pressure changes require constant ballast adjustment that introduces vertical movement incompatible with millimeter precision placement. These are not theoretical limits. They are documented characteristics of every dirigible ever tested. Military blimps in both world wars were specifically classified as unsuitable for precision positioning tasks. Modern airship engineering has not solved these problems. The physics does not permit it. The construction photographs show the problems solved. Cathedral domes held stationary in mid-air during active installation. Bridge segments suspended without visible lateral oscillation. Bell tower mechanisms lowered with controlled deceleration that implies precision instrumentation, not the variable descent of a gas envelope responding to atmospheric turbulence. Either every construction photograph from the 1880s across 6 continents is a coordinated fraud involving dozens of city governments, municipal archives, engineering journals, and professional photographers with no documented motive, or the airships in those photographs were not operating on the principles of conventional lighter-than-air flight. They were operating on something else, something the engineering literature of the period does not describe, because the engineering literature of the period was not the source of the technology. The craft came from Tartaria, maintained by an inheriting civilization that understood how to operate them without understanding how they worked. Functional until 1912, gone after 1912, and the question the official history of aviation has never answered: how did they do that? The buildings in the airship photographs are not random civic structures. They are the same category this channel has documented throughout its investigation of Tartarian infrastructure. Domes engineered as acoustic resonance chambers, towers positioned as atmospheric conductors, basement complexes containing sealed pressure vessels whose function conventional architectural history has never explained, the Chicago World's Fair buildings, the Budapest Parliament, the Vienna State Opera. These appear most consistently in the airship construction photographs, and these are precisely the structures whose impossible construction timelines, whose material precision, whose absence of technical documentation we have documented as incompatible with the official framework of 19th century engineering. The distinction is between construction and assembly. A building constructed from the ground up generates an extensive documentary record, material invoices, fabrication logs, workforce records, equipment inventories. The documentary record for these buildings is administrative. Dedication ceremonies, budget approvals, no fabrication records, no material processing documentation, no engineering solutions for specific construction challenges, because the challenges were not solved on site. The components arrived solved, prefabricated, delivered from sources that shipping manifests of the period list without origin points, without manufacturer names, without any documentation of where precision architectural elements weighing multiple tons were produced and positioned from the air, by craft operating on principles the inheriting civilization maintained but did not understand. The buildings were not constructed, they were assembled. And what they were assembled into, the acoustic chambers, the atmospheric pressure vessels, the conductive tower elements, was a machine. Distributed across every major city on Earth, operational until the shutdown order came. Subscribe to Tartarian Empire now and turn on notifications. Every investigation on this channel is one piece of this system. The star forts, the Paris acoustic network, the hydraulic transit under San Francisco, the power complex under New York, all of it connects. You need to see the full picture. The documentary Erasure is the most concrete evidence that the suppression was deliberate. Patents related to aerial construction systems filed between 1880 and 1910 are systematically absent from the national patent archives that should hold them. Other patents from the same offices and periods survive in good condition. The aerial construction patents are specifically missing. Where the absence is noted in patent office records, the classification category includes national security restrictions that remain active today. Active. The classification protecting documents about 1880s airship construction technology has not been lifted. The photographic evidence of deliberate destruction is more visceral. Municipal archive photographs from this period show damage that age and environmental deterioration do not produce. The damaged sections are specific: the rigging systems connecting airships to buildings, the attachment mechanism details, the gondola configurations that would allow an engineer to understand how the vehicles operated, scratched out, burned, removed with precision. Someone went through municipal photographic archives and destroyed the specific portions of images that carried operational information. They left the airships visible too widely distributed to remove entirely, but they eliminated the details that would allow someone to understand the technology. The concealment was practical, not total, working quickly, against a deadline. The 1912 shutdown was the deadline. The municipal meeting records from 1911 and 1912 are the closest the official record comes to acknowledging what happened. Fragments, quoted in newspaper accounts, referenced in official correspondence, in different languages, from different continents, translated independently, the same phrase: atmospheric safety concerns, unauthorized aerial operations, cessation of aerial construction, grounding of existing craft. Chicago, Vienna, Melbourne, St. Petersburg, the same phrase, the same 2-year window, the same resolution: cease all aerial construction immediately. That uniformity is the shutdown signature. The same coordination that built the network issued the order to dismantle it. And within a year, by 1913, the airships were gone from the construction record of every city that had documented their routine use for 30 years. No transition, no debate, no replacement technology. New construction after 1913 simply did not include the elements that had required aerial placement. The network was shut down, the assembly stopped, the buildings remained their acoustic chambers, their pressure vessels, their conductive elements, all in place but no longer connected to a functional system, their purpose forgotten within a generation. And the official history written by the civilization that watched the shutdown described the buildings as monuments to Victorian ambition, described the airships, where it noticed them at all, as early aviation curiosities, called the construction achievement the product of human ingenuity. The photographs tell a different story. Thousands of them, municipal archives, engineering journals, private collections, professional documentary images of a technology in routine operational use, captured without fanfare by photographers who treated it as ordinary. The airships are in the photographs. We stopped looking up. Leave one word in the comments. The word that comes to mind when you realize the construction photographs of every major building from the 1880s may contain technology that the official history of human civilization has spent a century not seeing. I will read every one.